Oh, perfect timing. It's ready for streaming now. Good morning, everybody. Oh, huh? Good morning, everybody. Hey, chicken, you're in the way, honey. Hello. Is it going to work? Wi-Fi isn't good again today. Can't hold out great hope for it. But it seems not too bad. Chicken's decided she wants to sit on the cards. I'm not there. That's funny. I was getting my coffee. Good morning, everybody. Who have we got here? Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Hey, Timothy. Hey, Penny. Hey, Seedles. I made breakfast this morning. It's right there. Hey, Maria. Hey, Christine. Oh, okay. So they didn't finish installing 5G in here, but they're going to put it over there. So it's right in my room, which is awesome. It's going to be good. Let's get some cards out. So as always, I'm going to get the cards out for the day, do some channeling. But if you want a mini read in here, if you're on live, check out that pin post in the comments, because that tells you it's by donation, which is Super Chat, Super Sticker, or there's a PayPal link in there as well. I got oats, cranberries, bananas and papaya from the Fruit Fairy. For some reason, comments aren't scrolling today. I'm having to do it manually. It's always something, huh? Can't just work. It'd be nice if it just worked. Like the perfect morning. Everything just worked. Internet was fast. The camera didn't break. The comments scrolled. That would be great. Chicken's here. She's eating yogurt. She doesn't like it as much as cream, but she needs to finish it up for me. Hi, Melissa. So, it's a little bit late. The count is up to 5 now. 5 people on the island. All tourists. COVID. Not on the island anymore. Because as soon as they get tested positive, they get shipped off to the 2 islands away. All tourists. All caught it in Bangkok in the party scene. So we've got a couple of weeks to find out if anyone here has caught it from them. And 4 of them know each other. So it's kind of weird. Chicken's here. Oh. Wow. I emailed this company that I bought some gym gear from. Hey, ukulele lover. Last night, because I was realizing, like, I ordered that last month, and in 10 days it's going to be a month since I ordered that stuff. Where is it? So I emailed them last night saying, click on the website. If I go to the order, it just says that they'll notify me of the delivery stuff. It's got no good information on there. It did have a tracking number. It didn't say which delivery company. So it's like, okay, I've got a tracking number, but I can't use it. Morning, Connie. Where are you? United States. So good. I know, 5G's coming. Yeah, so I was in the office uploading my dailies, some of the dailies that I'd done anyway yesterday, and talking to the manager here, because that 5G was playing up too. So I was in there for a while, and I told him how bad the live was. And I said, I can't work. He said, well, it's because there's people here. I said, I know, but I can't work. I said, can we put 5G? He said, no, it's here. And I said, yeah, but can't we put a wire up there? Because my bungalow is right in the middle of all of the Wi-Fi's. It's not got a good connection with anything. There's one over there and there's one over there. I'm right in the middle, and it just disconnects, connects, disconnects, connects. You know, I'm on 1-2 bars on it. Anyway, so can't you just run a wire there so that we can have 5G near my bungalow so I can use it? Anyway, he got on the phone straight away. It's like someone taking action right away. And yeah, there the guys were until it started raining. Using that's the CCTV pole that they were near, that photo that I took. So I'm running the wire through there. And they said they're going to put it in here. It's awesome. And then I can switch it on and off. Oh, make a wish. I wish for 5G. Make a wish. I love that. I'm eating my breakfast. It is oats that I've soaked in hot water. There's pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, banana, cranberries, papaya. Just having breakfast this morning. Cutie McCutie doctor called you today. Wow. Is that why you got sick? You can see your doctor. Yeah. The energy update. Someone coming back. Someone that you let go of completely. Who is it? Hey Tara, haven't seen you for a while. Yeah, sorry, I'm eating breakfast. I tried to do it before I came on, but then I thought, you know, mornings and breakfast and toilet. I don't quite have the time for this. Maybe it's not the best time to eat before cafe. You're into making wishes. Yeah, let's make a wish. What do you wish for? I wish for 5G. Today, that would be awesome. Or maybe tomorrow. Because if they have to come in my room to do something, which I think they do, because they're talking about putting it near the TV there. I'm busy today. I'm doing pick a card read. That's what I'm doing. What are you doing? Looks steamy. Doctor. I'm not sure I could be with a doctor. I don't know why. Just not sure I could be with a doctor. Ask and you shall receive. I've asked him before. For some reason he got into action. He doesn't like Thai people at all. Just so laid back and chilled out. Got on the phone right away. And then they were here like half an hour later. Maybe it's just because there's so many people here. And the internet is really bad because of it. But it spurred him into action. Let's pick a card. Grey's Anatomy. McSteamy. Sea Witch. What's she about? $52. Sea Witch. Innocence, joy of play. The play card came out as well in the daily update. This small mermaid is called the Witch of the Sea. Instead of a fish tail, she has a jellyfish on the lower part of her body. Her hair sways behind her like flowing tentacles. She holds a windmill in her hand that propels her forward. A wide-eyed fish is a loyal companion on her ocean journeys. She's young and uses the magic of childlike thinking to dance in the waves, marveling at the wonder of life. She's playful. She marvels at life. Okay. Making a wish. I want to hear about wishes coming true. I don't know what today's pick a card is going to be about. I think it's going to be one of the general ones again. It's way better for my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel has been taking a dip, so I can't do the obscure pick a cards. I've got to do the ones that always get lots of hits, because the less views I have, the less people it shows on my YouTube channel. It can go downhill fast, and I was going uphill for some time there, so I need to do the ones that are watched. Your ex called you a week. Hey Stephanie, eating hot soup for breakfast. Yeah, me too. I'll usually eat oatmeal fruit thing at lunchtime. I usually have a couple of eggs in the morning after cafe. But I don't know, I just thought about eating oatmeal this morning. It's probably not the best timing. So yeah. I wore my new gym gear, it's green and it's out there to training yesterday afternoon. And my trainer for the first, it's never ever commented on my clothes before. First time ever, it's like, looks good. Okay. In Charlotte to play doctor. Started a new part of my skincare routine last night. Retinol. It did look a little bit different this morning. I think it's too soon for that to show. Yeah, the same stuff, and I just tend to eat meals. I don't have like a certain breakfast food. That might seem like a breakfast food, but usually it's not a breakfast food for me. I used to eat that when I was a diver. And I'd be going on 6 a.m. I used to have my oatmeal and get myself down to the dive centre by 6:30, get on the first boat, help the customers. Ooh, got Hal. Rebirth. Just because I used to have bananas and oatmeal, because a bowl of this keeps me full for longer. And when you're working on boats and stuff, you need plenty of energy, you know. Yeah, the play card does keep on coming out. Hell. Hell's rebirth. It's time to relinquish and release what isn't working for you. Oh yeah, there was a release of a lover as well that we need to do. Still. It's always difficult to acknowledge an ending, but Goddess of Death, Hell, is here to remind you that it's the only way to find yourself at a new beginning. Yes, and that's kind of what it said in the energy update. I didn't say it quite that way. I said it as if we'd already done it. But there is a letting go of a lover to do, apparently, for this new love to come in. I'm trying. Put new cards. Oh, what are they? Which ones, Melissa? A rebirth that we've wished for by the look of the cards. Honeycrisp apples and almond butter. Ooh, almonds. I'm trying to keep away from almonds, or just things that have got high, what's it called? Spiky stuff. Can't think of the name of it. Completely lost it. Oh, it begins with an R. Oxalic. Oxalic acid that we used on the boat to strip things down. Oxalites? I can't get the right word. I think it's oxalates. Anyway, yeah, almonds are full of oxalates. The reason being kiwi fruit too, starfruit as well, and I had starfruit recently. But the reason being is when I was doing my kind of carnivore, um, refueling my body to repair itself from the athleticism stuff. When you start doing something like that, cutting fruits and vegetables out, your body goes through a detox process of the oxalates. Ouch! Oxalates are like, it's like shredded glass, really. And there's some fruits and vegetables and nuts, like almonds, that have a lot of it in. And it takes a couple of weeks. Or it's different depending on the body and how much you've got inside of yourself, but it forms like kidney stones. But it just tears your body apart, really. You know, when you eat a kiwi fruit and it stings your mouth, that's because of the high oxalate content in it. It like shreds the inside of your mouth with these tiny shards. They're like glass, and then the acids of the fruit sting. So that's that feeling you get when you eat the kiwi fruit, is because it's shredded. Well, it goes through your body doing exactly the same thing, shredding it. And you know, if it's going through your veins and stuff, it's shredding the inside of your veins and your vessels and everything the same. And then your cholesterol has to go along and repair it, because the cholesterol is the fat part, you know, that goes and repairs it. Just like if after a kiwi fruit, if you were to like have some milk or something like that, or some yogurt, it would help repair it. Something fatty would help repair it somewhat. Anyway, that's not my point. But my point is, when I cut those out and started doing the meat thing for a while, your body starts detoxing it, and it's painful. It's painful as when it starts coming out. Oh, it's painful. And yeah, so now I'm really wary of it, and almonds are full of it. Almonds are absolutely full of it. Solitude. Oh, really? Solitude? Meet Lily. She sits contentedly in the center of the sky. Everything is vast, still, and quietly beautiful. The wind might rustle a song out of the leaves, but she's far from human voices and other meows and hisses. Lily contains the sweet, peaceful expanse of solitude. She will return to the world soon, but for now, let's not disturb her. Find your own space to meet yourself. Perhaps it's in the woods, or perhaps it's on a crowded dance floor with your eyes closed. When you're alone, it's easier to hear your own voice, to discern your longings, or your wishes, and rekindle faith in yourself. Why do we keep on getting solitude out? Oh man, oxalate detox. Oh, it's bad for all of your body. Yeah, fruit and vegetables, they're not as friendly as we think. Pretty much every fruit and vegetable has got some kind of a chemical weapon to stop us from eating them, or to put us off eating them. But poor cholesterol has bore the brunt of it, and the cholesterol is the doctor that goes around fixing stuff, repairing ourselves. But it's got blamed for it, for the trouble, when it was there trying to fix the trouble. Which cards? Which cards? Your spirituality has intimidated people. Really? Which cards? Which card? Oh, Moonology. I didn't see the comment for some reason. Moonology, Energy Oracle. The universe has your back. Aboriginal Spirit Oracle. Oh, and beautiful creatures. I put my beautiful creatures away. Yeah, I read up on oxalates. There's a lady, Sally something, that talks about it on YouTube. But she had a big problem with them. But I never really noticed. I mean, I noticed the kiwi effect, but stop eating them. It's like one of the worst things. What I used to make green smoothies. It's like Oxalate juice. Spinach or kale, full of them. Almonds, that's what I used to put in it. I used to pretty much just make an oxalate smoothie. Do solitude on your motorbike. I do solitude all the time, apart from when I'm training. It's a gym day today. I'm disappointed that my new gym gear didn't show. Because that stuff is wet. Either is it the laundry? It's a wet old gym gear. I've got so much gym gear on the way. Finished. Yeah, I'm not sure about having breakfast. I usually just have a couple of eggs. Boiled eggs after caffeine. Or sometimes wait until I've done the pick of cards. Sometimes wait until after the gym. I won't do that again. I don't know, it just seemed like a good idea to have breakfast this morning, but it's not. Let's get a magic card out. And what have we got here? Thanks, Deepta, for your donation. Deepta donation. So is it alright today? Oh, just as a sad fact, the camera disconnected. I shouldn't say it. I shouldn't have said anything. I shouldn't afford it. Oh, the phone's hot. Oh. I was going to say, is the Wi-Fi alright today? And then it started playing up. Wait, I've got a camera situation going on here. That's better. I've got a comment situation going on as well. Why is it doing that? Why won't it scroll? It's not scrolling. Walnuts, yeah, nuts are full of them. Nightshades. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. You're a sound new trainer at your gym. She's 19. Oh no. A teenager thinks they know everything and don't know a thing. Not very informative. Have you seen like the early 20? I haven't seen any for a while, but they're like personal trainers in their early 20s doing YouTube videos for how to lose weight in your 40s or something like that. It's like, yeah, right, okay, just kind of teach it when you're in your 40s and when you know what you're talking about. Oh, does anyone know about diet? I don't think anyone knows about diet because we've had so much misinformation because the science has only been done by product funding, people that are growing crops or pushing the products and stuff. So I don't think we know much about diet at all. We're all just winging it. Epoch, pause in your journey. Again, we had this the other day, didn't we? Because I remember his had, or lack thereof, a pause. I don't want it to be paused anymore. Oh, guess what? The bars are opening back up, apparently, on my birthday. So there's going to be a party. That might be pretty good. I know, kids trying to talk about older bodies. It's ridiculous. Like they know. Like they're telling older people what they don't. Oh, just exercise. Oh, yeah, really? Like you watch some of them on YouTube, like the fitness girls, the young ones. doing the workouts and stuff, and it's all great. But we all know, we've all been young. You can do whatever the fuck you want when you're young. You can eat crap all day long and it doesn't bother you at all. You cannot do that when you're older. So, yeah, they have no idea. It's easy when you're young. Easy. I used to eat crap. You can get away with it because your body's young, you know. But when you've had years of messing up your body, not so forgiving anymore, is it? So good luck with that. Mystic visions. Diet's terrible. What we know about it, what we don't know about it. Epoch, pause in your journey. When epoch is drawn, it may feel like life has been split down the middle. The corresponding card in traditional tarot deck is Tower. The comments aren't scrolling. It just usually scrolls automatically. It's annoying me. This process can be traumatizing and painful, but all meaningful change comes after a time of great destruction. Yes, a clearing out of the old way to make for the new. Just like volcanoes and earthquakes will violently rock the planet to create new continents, cataclysmic and destructive events in our personal lives will bring new opportunities for growth and evolution. Yay! The act of purging makes way for the eventual path of action. However, a quiet period of breakdown and decay is also essential for regeneration and rebirth. It sounds delightful. It's like what I'm doing with my skin at the moment too. I'm doing it slowly, so I don't know, it might just get better, but I am expecting it to get worse before it gets better. It is actually changing. It is actually, it's changing already. I'm surprised. The man of epoch is torn asunder, but the flowers of inspiration are slowly blooming around him and within him as he pauses in his journey. Take peace and solace right now. Wait before you make your next move. New developments are ahead. A sign will appear, like the bird poised on the man of epoch's knee. On the man. Oh yeah, the man of epoch. Epoch's a card. So, I was thinking his name was Epoch. It's drinking the nectar to pollinate. You and your life are growing, becoming. More tower. I know. Great. Yay. Let's all break out. So our lives is having a breakout. In fact, I'm having a bit of a, because this is my problem area. And that's what I noticed, because I look in the mirror like this, right? Like a normal person would. I don't go like this. But when I'm watching my videos with a high definition camera and I'm looking at the cards, I'm looking at my head here and I'm like, there's sun damage there and that's not good. And so I'm using these products and stuff, introducing them very slowly so I know which one, what each is doing and if I have a reaction to them. And yeah, this area it's started peeling a little bit. So 7,000 grams of protein for every adult. We do need more protein now. Generally, yeah, that's something I've learned with I was under proteining myself. I think everyone is. I think we've been taught to under protein ourselves, and it's so important, especially having a large amount in one sitting is the best thing to do, the first meal of the day. So I didn't do that. But yeah, especially. Hey, right, deep, let's do your reading. If you've ever been in an adult PHP program, might sit through diet coaching, but who's teaching it there? Same diet for every patient. Yeah, we all need to eat different stuff, right? For sure. And my body needs different things depending on what I'm doing as well. I had to change my diet when I was doing a lot more exercise, for sure. We've got to get really good at listening to our body because there's so much misinformation out there about food. Like I said, most of it's because of dodgy science where a company is paying for it, and so they want the result that they want. It's like keep on doing it until you promote our product, please. And then, just like doctors being taught by pharmaceuticals as well, then it becomes about them being kind of paid shills for those companies for the food. And then it gets put out all over media saying this is good for you. Is it? Are we sure about that? Yeah. Because there's no research. There's no money for research for normal stuff, normal food. Because who's going to sell that? Deepta, let's get you some guidance. Guidance for your current energy. I think I missed a comment from you as well. Let me just find that. Well, they know about exercise, yeah, but also too, there's nothing like experience. Like I know more now, of course, than I've ever known, but it's very different being in a 50-year-old body and doing that stuff. Like especially like doing the knee stuff now, and even like last year guy, when he was training me, he had me doing stuff that I shouldn't have been doing. Like, and my other trainer, my friend, he's what 55, 56. And I told him what they had me doing. He's like, you can't do that. You're old. And I'm like, I know. But they don't understand. It's like, they're like, no, you can do it. You can do it. It's like, you can't. You just can't. Not without a strengthening program like I'm doing at the moment. The amount of dairy, I know, well, that's that industry, isn't it, too? I can't do it. I've started really cutting down on the cream in my coffee now as well. Your body should crave the food you need, yeah. But then we also have our addictions too, right? The sugar addiction, so we can't fully go off cravings because a lot of the time cravings are about a sugar addiction. So you might think, oh, I'm craving some fruit, something healthy, because there must be something in that fruit. Really, just craving sugar. So yeah, we can't trust ourselves because we're addicts. Anyway, Deepta, you got connection and freedom. What was it you were asking again? Just current energy. Okay, freedom. Freedom, Deepta. Connection and freedom. So it's that nice balance of relationship, which is connection, and freedom, not being in a relationship. Can you be in a relationship and be free at the same time? Apparently we can. Yeah, we can't if we've got codependence going on, but we can if we're healthy. So there's that balance between connection and freedom at the moment that your higher self wants you to know about. Sometimes we can go, I don't want connection because my freedom's too important. Freedoms are very important to me. And there is a way of combining them though. There's balance, there's balance. I don't want to have to manually scroll the comments. This is really annoying. YouTube, what are you doing? Don't break it. Hi, Priya. So connection and freedom, that balance. And being supportive and being supported. So yeah, sharing your support out. Are you going to get it back? Is it going to be reciprocal? So if you're looking after yourself and you're doing your own thing, doing that Nine of Pentacles thing, which has been coming out a lot lately. If you're single and you're looking after yourself and you're doing the self-love thing and you've got that going really well, when can you introduce a new person into your life without it messing up? You've got to make sure it's reciprocal, right? Because then some of that energy that you've been pouring into yourself is going to go to someone else, and they've got to be pouring some energy into you too. So, yeah. So here you go. Not just about freedom. This resistance to introducing another person into your life thing. It's about you believing that you're going to need to support someone else, and it's all just going out. The energy is all just going out, and to them, you're losing out. You're missing out on it. Whereas that shouldn't be the case, right? It should be someone that can give equally back to you. So you need to feel good enough deep for that, to allow yourself to receive from someone else, to even go for equality in the first place. Energy balance. So it's not really about freedom. It's about the fear of imbalance in relationships. Your higher self wanted you to know about relationships. I wonder if you're thinking about relationships at the moment. Because often higher selves go on and on about relationships with customers, with my customers. Aren't interested in relationships at the moment because of that resistance. I can't tell you how many I've done. People used to get like the guidance reading when I used to have all the different sections that you could pick, and they'd pick like career and money, and the higher self would just go on and on about relationships. I'm like, but I don't want a relationship reading. It's like, yeah, but that's what your higher self wants you to know about. What can I do? What can I do? I'm working on building my knees up from those squats now. Maria, thank you for your donation. General guidance. Hey, Ashley. It's by donation. If you check out that pinned comment, Ashley, it's by donation for the mini reads. So, Maria, got jealousy and find a new approach. So, working your way up to some kind of a wish that you've had, a dream that you've had, a goal that you've got. Other people are already there because they've already worked themselves up to that point. So, which, it's always that Knight of Pentacles. Got to be in it for the long term. Putting plenty of energy into something before you can get plenty of energy out of it, What I've been talking about abundance for ages. It's about the resources that are within us and sharing those resources with the world in a big way. So there's always plenty of energy to put out. Anyway, this is saying, like, don't look at people in a certain position. We don't see all the years that it took them to get there and all the energy that they put into something. So your approach is going to be different than theirs, but there's commonality in it all, and that is years of putting work into it. Really, it's years of putting work into it. So you're being asked to find a new approach here, a new long-term approach. There's no giant leaps, no instant success, no easy path, no shortcuts. It's been coming out in the readings so much lately. You get excited about looking for a relationship. Higher self says you're not ready. I know, don't they suck? Higher self suck, but that's what they keep on doing. It's not just you, Dicta. It's like people that get a lot of private readings, it's the same. They do exactly the same. It's trying to get us ready, and then they pull us back when we think we're ready, saying you're not. It's not just you. Maria, feel it and up until now. Right. So when we're on our way to that success that we want, that goal that we want, it feels so slow going. We want that instant success because that's the driving force, right? Because we're looking at that person like they've got it already. It took them years to get there. But I want to believe that they just jumped there and they got it, and I can jump there and get it straight away. It's that kind of thing. So you're feeling the swimming through thick soup. We start off with a lot of resistance, and it just shows that we're not ready, right? So, feel it up until now, the past. Okay, so look back in the past and you do actually feel better than you did before. That's what it's saying. It's like just slow progression. Don't expect too much of yourself too soon. Just keep on working toward it. Long-term visions and all of that. Keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on swimming. Keep on swimming. It's a good thing there's nobody like me with my training and stuff, because I would have done the same thing. If I'd started watching the YouTube channels that I watch now about fitness and stuff 3-4 years ago, I would have been the same. I would have been trying to get a body like theirs, not realizing that in 3 years' time my body would be like theirs if I just carried on training, because it takes years to get like that. I would have been like wanting that cheat sheet, that fast thing that I want that now, thinking that I can't get that now. Do you know what I mean? And it's just a matter of keeping on going. Just keep on going. 62, still learning and growing. Absolutely. And we've got to carry on, right? We've got to carry on. 4 of Cups. She's got a cat. Siamese. Okay, 1 cup fell over. But she's got 3 cups around her there. Let's read this one out and then I'll get more coffee. If we stop learning, we'll die, I think. That's why you can never trust someone that says they're enlightened. It's like, you'd be dead. There'd be no point in me being alive anymore. There's no such thing as being enlightened. There's no end to it. Alignment. 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups. Could be that you're missing out on It could be that you're missing out on an opportunity if you're being distracted by external forces. What were we just talking about, Maria? It's a sense of restlessness and boredom, which has you feeling stuck in a rut and impatient. Are there issues from your past that are weighing on your present situation? Oh, this is like it's for you, Maria. This is like it was what I was talking about. If you're fearful or indifferent about making a change, you may continue to dwell in a state of limbo. Chicken limbo. This card may also suggest one of the moves that I'm doing in my knee program is setting me up to do the limbo as well. I've never been able to do the limbo properly because you need to be able to do a sissy squat to do it. I'm learning how to do sissy squats, which is kind of exciting. So when the world gets back to normal and we can do fire limbo on the beach again, or maybe we couldn't do that anyway because it's too dangerous, but I'll be able to do it. This card may also suggest that there's something that you may be overlooking. Perhaps the solution is closer than you think. You have a system of love and support in your life. How can you connect with this? Is there anything you're taking for granted? Take a moment to meditate on the aspects of your life that you're truly grateful for. See the positive highlights rather than focusing on the negativity. Technical problems slowing you down, Maria. Higher self just wants us to stay on the treadmill. Yeah, that's right. It does. It just wants us to keep going because we're learning so much. But you see, we are focused on the trinkets, aren't we? We're like, but I want that cup there, that one that's fallen over. I've got my cat. I want that cup. We get disappointed, and it's all just we have got into this instant gratification thing so much, and it really doesn't serve us at all. So I watched this. What's she called? Natasha Ocean on YouTube, and she's great because she tells it as it is. She's like fitness and stuff, and she says it just takes time. You just got to keep on doing it. It just takes time. Don't overtrain. Don't starve yourself. It just takes time. It might take you years to do it. You just got to keep on doing it. She's not trying to sell any of this stuff to do it fast at all. It's refreshing when you hear people telling the truth like that instead of trying to sell the shortcut, because no, it sells. If you want to make more money online, just sell the shortcuts. It's bullshit, but you'll make a lot of money. It's a con job. But it makes you money. Yeah. It's kind of annoying, isn't it? It's kind of annoying with YouTube too, is if you tell the truth, you don't get very much for it. If you want to set up one of those tarot channels when you tell people what they want, you're going to have massive numbers. You're going to make a lot of money from it. Just because of this, just because people are lazy, want the shortcuts, want to be told, they want the ego stroking. It's all about ego. Sell to the ego, not to the spirit. But I won't do that because I like a challenge and stuff. Need more coffee. Yeah, we've got to slow down, slow down. It's true, we've got to slow down. Not expect so much from ourselves, and it's like it's the lack of self-love, really. All of that is not expecting so much of ourselves. We're like soccer moms to ourselves, aren't we? Really, really pushy, and it's not loving. Look, it came out. 3 cards. Look at them. How have these 3 got together in the deck? I haven't reordered the deck or anything, but look at these. The Knight, the Queen, and the Cup. Happy families. Mommy, Daddy, and Son. What's going on here? These 3 getting together in the deck. Peculiar. I'm going to read them all out anyway to see why. But the whole family has arrived. The whole family. I thought it was just the Queen of Cups by herself, but it's not. It's all of them. The Queen, King, and the Knight. You're mixed about getting into a new relationship. Yep. Yeah, for me, I want to, but then I'm very happy at the moment. And there's some things that I don't want to miss out on. Like, it's a self-love thing. I don't want that to drop. It's got to be, it's got to be balanced. I've got to add something to my life. Yeah, I know what you mean. Little wallaby. I love wallabies more than kangaroos. I wonder if the point is that we're not meant to be deciders on whether we are ready or not. Yeah, I don't think we know, do we? We're kind of like teenagers. As much as we're just dissing the teenage personal trainers, we're all a bit like that, aren't we? We're all a bit teenage, really. Thinking we know everything. Oh, I'm ready for this. Oh, you're not. Same with success, too. I thought I was ready for success ages ago. I'm not even ready now. Well, I'm kind of ready for a certain level. Of course, a certain level that I've already got. That's what I'm ready for. Maybe a little bit more coffee. I'm just going to soak that bowl so the oatmeal doesn't turn to concrete. Oh, tricky oatmeal turns to concrete. How does it do it? I got some lavender flowers and I've started making lavender tea in the evening. So nice. The three cards is the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Came out in that order. Queen, King, Knight. So I'm going to read them out. I'm going to smoke her a break. Hi, Shonda. Right, let's start with the Queen of Cups. What's she doing here? Caring, emotional female. Loving, sensitive, kind-hearted, empathy, counselor. When the Queen of Cups comes up in a reading, it can signify you or someone you may know. She's maybe a woman in your life who is caring and kind. She's maybe you. She's wise and loving and has a motherly nature. This card could be telling you to let your tough exterior down and be more sensitive. Perhaps someone needs your loving side right now. Maybe it's you. But you can't seem to get on that level. But can't seem to get on that level with you because you hold such a tough exterior. Ah, are we being Queen of Swords? Maybe you also signify you being a bit of a daydreamer. And while this is great to do at times, sometimes it's best to be realistic. King of Cups is mature, compassionate, calm, caring, romantic, easygoing, and a counselor. When the King of Cups comes up in a reading to signify you or someone you may know, a King of Cups represents a caring and considerate male and is someone you can turn to for advice. He's smart and has the knowledge gained through wisdom. This card signifies you, suggesting you can control your emotions and come to realize that there are some things that you cannot control. And be okay with that. Getting more into the feeling, isn't it? Going with the flow, yeah. You have come to a deep level of emotional maturity and may become more sympathetic, calmer, and understanding. It signifies your creativity, your artistic side, and your intuition. Right. And then the Knight of Cups, the Sun. What's he doing here? He's following his heart. Romantic proposals, charming, artistic, and caring. When the Knight of Cups comes up in a reading, signify you or someone else you may know. This card is the card of proposals or emotions of love. The Knights are on the go, and the Knight of Cups wants us to follow our heart. He can be gentle and kind. He signifies a middle ground or a peacemaker. Okay, it's what we were talking about before. It's this middle ground between the independent and being in a relationship. This Cups family here, Mrs. Cups, Mr. Cups, and Master Cups, they're all very lovey, aren't they? They're in the fields and they're flowing with life and they're doing it intuitively, and it's all about the love, not about the swords. It's a middle ground or a peacemaker. It's that balance. So you may find yourself breaking up a few disagreements. You're perhaps able to see angles and aspects of situations others have not yet thought of, which gives you an upper hand in disagreements. We're going to win. I take that as meaning we're going to win an argument. But you also have a gentle approach about telling others about the angles and aspects. You're going to win the argument, but you're going to do it in a way that makes you feel even better. It makes you seem wise. Makes you a great mediator. I've got a feeling that this is about balance in relationships. All of it. Reciprocation, going with the flow, being about the love. Remember when we got that guidance about what was I going to say? Can't remember. I lost that train of thought completely. I've stopped having honey in my coffee as well. Mr. Coffee. Mrs. Coffee, Mr. Coffee, and Master Coffee. Is that what they've got in the cups? It's not love at all, it's coffee. The Knight comes up. Would you like this chalice of coffee? my dear. He proposes. Yes. Is it a cappuccino? Yes. What was I going to say? It was something about a reading a couple of months ago that I did in here about relationships. I can't remember what it is. Oh, it's about that. Remember when we got that guidance about you don't know, you might not be aware of who, it might surprise you, who can love you properly. It might not have been what you're looking for because we might be swordsing it a little bit too much, thinking about it a little bit too much, trying to decide. And why do we do that? Well, our ego does that to try and protect us, right? Protect us from the pain that we've been through in past relationships. So we're like, okay, that person hurt me because of that. Because they're a bit like narcissistic. So I'm going to think about narcissism. I'm going to read about it. I'm going to post about it on Facebook all the time. And then I'm going to make sure that I look at someone and then use my head to come up with a plan of how not to do that. How not to be in a relationship with a narcissist and recreate it all over and over again. But we were told we can go with the flow and trust it a little bit more because it might be surprising who can love us. Just love ourselves and then see who shows up, really. Mm. There's something about wisdom being gained here. What I've noticed is the more we fight something, the more we focus on something, the more we attract it anyway. You know? Let's get more tarot out. We've got quite a mix, don't we? Make a wish, rebirth, playful, a pause in the journey. What was this one? Solitude. And then all of this love coming out. And the energy update made it seem like something was actually happening. It's Songkran. Happy Songkran. Sawadee Pi Mai. Yay. It's the new year. I forgot. Oh, look. I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's outside of my experience on this planet. King of Swords is the thinking man. He's got clarity. He thinks too much. Look at him. It's just in his head. Staring off into the distance. It's totally in his head. He's not even looking really. He's got like all kinds of stuff around him. He's not noticed there's an LSAT right in front of him. He's thinking too much. Got his sword there. It's the ego, isn't it? Ego wants to protect us. So it's like, think about this, get around it using this technique. The overthinking technique. And the Eight of Pentacles. This is about having patience and working towards something. It's also about reaping the rewards too, but in this particular card, I don't know, the way she looks over her shoulder there. Let's read this one out. Thanks, Mary Ellen. Let's read this one out of the Light Seers. Brumbies. They do, they call them. It's not scrolling. Who have we got here? Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. What have you got to tell us? A little book of wisdom. Mastering a skill. Now we've got all about relationships there, don't we? Mastering relationships, are we? Maybe. An expert. Craftsmanship. The Meraki. What's that? Meraki. Meraki. The Meraki that you put into your work. Methodical progress. Yeah. Patience, determination, sole purpose. Being in for the long haul. Putting the work in. Relationships. Shadow seer. Here you go. Seeking shortcuts to your detriment. Burning out or giving up. Go hard, go home. Sporadic output. Sporadic input too, yeah. Inexperience. Damn. It's not seeking shortcuts, right? It is. So we're protecting ourselves, but we're seeking a shortcut to that ideal romance. But there are no shortcuts. We've got to love ourselves first. It's the only way. Otherwise, we're going to get a shitty relationship. There might be some good bits about it. You know, there are some good bits about all the relationships that we've got. But I'm telling you what, since I've been getting better at my self-love, my relationship's going to be very different now. Because I'm a different person. I'm very particular now about what and who I let into my life. Patience and determination are the best ways to ensure your success. Did you hear that? Patience and determination are the best ways to ensure your success. It's the only way, in fact. Oh, so we've got to be determined about relationships. Which means that we've got to be open. Mastering this skill takes time and perseverance, and shortcuts are not the best path forward as you build your experience. Remain dedicated to excellence. Meraki is a Greek word for passion. Thanks, Stephanie. Remain dedicated to excellence and to developing your unique form. Study, practice, improve, and thrive. Put your Meraki, it says, you love your soul and your energetic essence into your work and bring it in a consistent, methodical way. Perfect your craft and imbue joy into the repetitive things that you find yourself doing. Find flow in the details no matter what it is that you find yourself dedicated to. If you know it's time to move on to do something more inspiring, find your plan to do so. Consistent action is called for, and often we feel blocked right before we expand into new levels. Yes. Yeah, we get to that point where we're like, it's not happening, we give up, and then it manifests. And it's not because we've given up, it's just because we've got to that point where we know that we're ready. It's okay to be imperfect as you learn. As you become the master, find joy in self-improvement to help you get there. So thinking about relationships here, we've got to be determined about it. But also be on that path, the only path that works, self-love first. VHS. Mary Ellen, thanks for your donation. Thanks to you. What have we got? High self-guidance. Yeah, we've got to be in it for the long term and manipulate this and do this and then wait and not give to them to make sure that they give to me first. And I'm going to do all of these workarounds to try and get what it is because I want the shortcut to that relationship. This is our higher self saying, no. You do the self-love. And when you get to the point of giving up, your relationship's going to come in. That's why the energy update was like that today. It's when you give up. It's when you give up on the lover. That's it. That's it. Ah, okay. So this is clarity on the energy update today. It's when we give up, that's when we're truly ready. How do you know if you're ready? You get to that point where you're just like, I give up. And it works. And it's not the giving up on it. It's whatever got you to that point. But somehow we've got to be determined to have it too. Okay, Mary Ellen. Higher self-guidance for Mary Ellen. What's going on? What's under that? Be artistic. What is under that? So what is stopping you, Mary Ellen? What's stopping you from being artistic, from being creative and doing something new and putting it out there and being unique and doing your own thing and yeah, what's holding you back? What fear? What fear is under that that's holding you back from doing that? That's what your higher self wants you to know. It knows. It wants you to find out what that is as well. Questioning yourself, because we can have all these fears, you know, for embarrassment and stuff. See, I've never had that. And I'm so lucky that I've never had that. I don't get embarrassed very easy. Like I used to when I was a kid, just because I felt stupid and like I didn't know. But it didn't take me long at all just to not. I remember one time, it was funny. We got a new scanner at work, and it was one of those flatbed kind of things with a flappy cover down on it. You know, you'd put a piece of paper in and it would scan it. And my boss set it up. He was a funny guy. And we're looking at it. And as we're both looking at it, he grabbed the back of my head. It's quite violent, really. He slammed my head down on the thing, flat the cover onto my head, and hit the scan thing. So out comes a picture of me, like laughing my head off with my face all squished up. And my hair's fallen down and it looks like puppy ears around. It was just hilarious. I wonder if he kept that. And when it come out, we were all laughing at it, and he said, "This picture is just you, Claire, because you don't give a fuck. Like you, like nothing embarrasses you. You think it's hilarious. You just laugh when something like that happens to you." I'm like, "Yep, it is." I don't have that embarrassment thing. I find what other people would find embarrassing, I find really funny. So I'm lucky like that because it allows me to do stuff like this and not care, really not care. So, what is stopping you, Mary Ellen? Ah, there you go. You're not very creative. Of course you are. You're a human being. You're creating your life. So maybe it's what your idea of being creative is. What do you think creative is? Do you think it's like painting a picture or whatever? Because it's not. We can create anything. You can create a relationship. You can create a good feeling, like a fitness routine. You can create a table with crystals on it and do videos. Do you know what I mean? Creativity is many different things. You're already doing it because you're a human being. You're creating your life. And you might not realize it, so you might be copying other people. It's like, oh, this is what life is like. You get up in the morning and you have your breakfast and you do this. That's a creation. And you could create it very different. It's many things. It's everything, really, isn't it, Penny? Artistic, creative, it covers everything. And our first creation is our life. And we might not even realize that because we're doing the same as everyone else. We think, oh, yeah, this is what we do. But really, we're creating it the same as everyone else. Ah. So there you have it. So maybe you need to just change your life completely, Marianne, and do everything completely differently. Like I just did, having oatmeal in the morning. Not done that. I don't know. I can't remember the last time I had oatmeal in the morning. I eat it quite often, but as I said, usually lunchtime. But But we can switch things up and do things completely different, you know. Yeah, we all are creative. So probably you're not finding your creative thing you're because of that. What's under that is that you've got a fixed idea of what creativity is. A lot of people have that. When that the artistic card comes out and think, but I don't make music and I don't paint. I don't do pottery. What else is there? You know? Well, there's anything else. Creating videos. This is very creative. What I do. I had no idea it could be so creative. And I need to be even more creative with it. And that's what I'm doing now is I'm getting inspired. Um, I haven't made any more Self-Love Sunday videos because I want to do it at a completely different level now, which is why I bought a new camera for all of that. And I'm learning how to edit movies properly, edit videos, what I want to do now. More of a lifestyle thing for that Self-Love Sunday thing, but also maybe more than that. I don't know. Because I'm realizing I'm kind of inspirational in the way that I live, all of that stuff, and you don't need to. Anyway, that's me. That's where my creativity is going at the moment. So you might be surprised at how the path takes you there, is what I'm getting from that. You're appreciated, love what is. You don't have to be fast, it's not a race. Yeah, so get more creative on the life level kind of thing. Does that make sense? Get more creative. Yeah, get more creative with your life. You can do things differently. Takes 20. This came up in someone's reading the other day, yesterday. Newman reading. It takes 21 days to form a habit, right? And everything is like that. It's like muscle memory. It's like riding a bike. Yeah, you ride a bike. You may not have realized it took you 21 days to do that, but it did. And then once you've ridden a bike, you can not ride a bike for 20 years. You can get back on a bike and you can do it. Why is that? That's because once something is a habit, once it's formed in our mind, those neurons and everything, and our muscle memory is a habit. Our body knows how to do that. Same with fitness too. So if I were to go back to doing kayaking, I used to be a whitewater kayaker, training to be on the England team, and then I had a bit of an accident and decided not to do it anymore. But if I went back to that, I would be fast back into it. It wouldn't take my muscles long. And I haven't done that since I was like a teenager. Not really anyway. I've not done whitewater rapid slalom since I was a teenager. I have been kayaking, of course. But we have this habit forming thing. It's easier than you think to change. You just have to do that change with your mind first of all and persevere with it for 21 days. So do something different. Just do something different with your life every single day for 21 days. See what happens. Your granddaughter has you cracking up. What's she doing? Mystic grandchildren. Mystic grandchildren. Yeah, being creative is endless. It is. Christine and her cakes. Creative cakes. I used to love making cake. Like, I'm not a cake person at all. I'm a savory person. But I used to make cakes for my kids. They weren't good cakes, but I used to make cakes for my kids. And just to fill them up sometimes. To fill them up and shut them up. But on the birthdays, I used to get creative. I didn't used to go out and buy a cake. I used to make one. And they wouldn't be good, either in tasting or anything. They're okay. It wasn't bad, but I made a Mr. Sneeze once. I used to get that roll out coloured icing and like cut up a cake. I made a Mr. Sneeze, you know, the Mr. Sneeze is like the blue spiky Mr. Man. What else did I make? I've got creative. Same with my eldest son's room when he was a kid too. I got very creative with the house that I did, that I renovated. His room had sparkly metallic paint on the walls. It was like a spaceship. I even did like porthole windows with space scenes, painted them on the walls. I think I liked it more than him. Oh, there's so much we can do. What else have we got here? Got to work towards it though. So to get something, to make something a pattern, it does require us to kind of override ourselves and push ourselves and use our mind to force ourselves to do it for a while. You know, sometimes I go to training and then when I start, I'm like, what am I doing here? I don't really feel like doing this today. But what happened is it got to 3:45 and my bag was on my back and I was on my bike and I'm headed down to the gym because it's what I do. And it doesn't take me long to get into it. And I'm glad I do it. But habits is habits. Just flopping around like a fish. The Queen of Materials. I love this card. You see the story of this card? That's her down there. No, down here. That's her. That's the real her. This is a poster she's had made of herself, being successful. Ready for it. She's like, that's where I'm going. That's what I'm going to do. She's, let me read it out to you, in fact. I love this card just because of the story that it has in this little book about this woman here. Might inspire you. Queen of Materials. Mothering and nurturing energy, financial wealth and gain. Yay. Unconditional love, prosperity, trusting in the universe to provide. Lessons of lack and greed. Abundance, earth energy, grounding, responsibilities, comforts. The highway of fruition. Strong and loving, determined and courageous, this queen stands beneath a poster of her upcoming prosperity and ascension premiere. The other muses lovingly tease her about her larger-than-life self-promos, but she knows that she must walk the talk in order to model the path to self-love and self-acceptance. She wants to nurture this in all of us. This path to wealth, health, and joyful abundance. Oh my God, it's what I was just talking about. That's what I want to do. She wants to nurture this in all of us, this path to wealth, health, and joyful abundance. And her unconditional love means she will always teach us how to do it for ourselves, instead of simply gifting prosperity. She will shower us with warm, nutritious meals and freshly dried linens to keep our spirits up, and offer a limitless supply of opportunities for comfort and security. She shares a message of being independent and accountable within her safety net of life. She reminds you to lean on family and nurture those around you, and to welcome in the prosperities and success that is yours for the taking now. Self-made and self-believed, she stands abreast her self-achieved, an image of projected self, of manifested dreams and wealth, a deep investment of her caring, and multitudes of joyful sharing, compassion hers, a special kind of earthly wisdom, set of mind. I love it. I'm so glad I read that out. I'm inspired. What's that got to do with relationships then? Is this about twin flames, I wonder? You know how we're told about twin flames? It's not what people are thinking, and it's those that are, well, from this, it's those that are determined to have, like I'm determined to have that happy family experience. I so am. And of course, the foundation of that has got to be me, first of all, and then a relationship, and then that happy family from that. And yeah, I think that's what the twin flames are. I think there's few people that will be doing it, but they're going to be the example, the inspiration for everyone else. I haven't been able to cook cakes for weeks. You don't want to. Good. Yes. Oh, I'm feeling inspired. I feel like I've got a little fire inside of my belly. Dr. Mindy, what do you want? Nothing. She's disappeared already. I get these emails in my inbox, and then they disappear. What's going on? Why? It's broken. Start the camera again. There we go. Maybe your creativity is shifting, Christine. Ouch. What's this? What is it? What is it? No. Please let me know if you're not interested and if I'm starting to bother you. No, I'm not even doing that. Get out of here. You just want my attention. People. Get a lot of emails from people now. I got one from John Doe this morning, complimenting me apparently. I don't know. I don't find compliments such as those particularly compliments coming from guys like that. John Doe though. Seriously. As if I'm going to reply to that. Guys think they're being complimentary, aren't they, while giving us compliments? About our looks or whatever. It's just creepy. I mean, I like compliments. I can take compliments. I can take them to heart when it's real. You know? I don't know. It's just weird. I wouldn't even think of sending a DM to some guy on Instagram saying, "You're hot," and think, I'm paying him a compliment. Now, I would be creepy. I would know that I was being creepy. I would know that I was being creepy, right? That's what I mean. Oh, the Emperor. There's a lot of big energy in this reading, isn't there? The Queen, the King together, the King of Swords, the Queen of Materials, and the Emperor. The Ram and the Phoenix. Aries and the Phoenix. Hmm. What should we read the Emperor out of? Muse. Hi, Tawanda. The Muse. Let's read it out of that same book. You get those messages from men on Facebook. I know, it's creepy, isn't it? I like what Natasha Ocean says. How I look is the least interesting part about me. About any of us. It's the least interesting part of us. And if someone just wants to look at surface level like that and compliment me on that, it's like when guys say, "You're hot." When I'm out, "You're hot." It's like, at least give me a beautiful, like, get out of my face. What the hell? The Emperor. The Emperor. Success and structure. Success and structure. Leadership. The divine masculine. Planning and delivering. Building and expanding an empire. legacy, a business person, a visionary, a provider. The time for strategic thinking. Bedrock of strategy. She strums. Oh, that's right, because the muse deck is all women, right? She strums, or he strums, her fingers and sends a quartet of borealis strings out into the sky. A simple joy, but one that she happily gifts the people below. The lights serve as a reminder that there's a symphony of life around them, a bigger plan that's not always evident from every vantage point. She steps onto a solid landscape. What's going on for you, Tanya? Let's see. Oh, that's exciting, Tawanda. The solid landscape, I can't remember what I was saying, with all the strength and harmonic leadership that a powerful Emperor Muse can bestow, sharing her secrets of success with you. Lead confidently, graciously. Empower those around you to do their very best work. Be a guardian, a provider, a steward. Revisit how you care and provide for yourself. Self-love. Self-love. And for others. And then her heart lights up when she sees the happy earthly hums from the people below. The glow of contented dreams warms the top of the mountains. And peace fills the valley below as they realize that they're protected, fostered, and safe. Authority, stability, these things provide control. Vision now and claim your lead. Protect and feed your goal. It's very inspirational today, isn't it? This is very inspirational energy. Why is he talking about relationships? I think about my work, but then on a personal level, I want to take myself to the next step. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, sure, I want to share with how far I've come and inspire other people and all of that, yeah. But on a personal level, I want to take myself to the next step too. What's that for me? It's about the relationship stuff. Here we go. Let's get one more out of this. Spiritual AF. No, accurate AF. Oh. The Nine of Cups, contentment and satisfaction. It's like two cards. Nine of Cups, contentment and satisfaction, which is fulfilled. I wish this was going to be fulfilled. It actually feels real. When we're being this leader. When we're being this leader and when we're inspiring others and all of that. I think it's going to be different than what we think. I think you're right, Penny. I think it's going to be different than what we think. I really want someone to work with. I want a partner to work with too. I don't want it just to be romance and love, me doing my thing. I want to co-create with them. I want to actually work with them too. Not all of it. I don't want them in this business, you know? But I would really like that. Because to me, there's no difference. I don't like go to work and then finish work. It's all part of my life. There's no delimitation between. It's me. My business isn't a business. It's me. You know. It's my life. It's part of my life. Does that make sense? So a relationship has got to be the same too. Part of it all. Where's the king? So yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Is it going to be different than that? I don't think so. I think I'm right. I think I'm right about it. I'm kind of inspired now. Let's get some more cards out. Have a baby. Maybe that boat's passing now. See you, Stephanie. What's going on with my throat? What pick a card read shall I do today? I can't remember what my main things are. But let me have a look. What are my main pick a cards? Desktop reading. Stupid dimes. Here we go. Is that how we feel? Ah, the next in love life. That's one of the good ones. See, I've done 6 of those. What's next in your love life? Yeah, they're good ones, hey. I've done 10 how they feels. Is what's next in your love life? 4, 5. Next in love life. 6. Next in love life. 7. It's next in love life 7. I'm going to do that right now. I'm just going to set up that folder so I know what I'm doing. Just bringing you along to work. Just bringing your customers to work today. Next in love life 7. And then I don't have to think about that again. I can just do it. That's what I'm doing today. What are you doing today? Let's go and get myself a flower. Great and full. Look at that cup. What's it got in it? Is it cranberry juice? It's full. The cup is full. So full, it's sloshing about. It's so full, it's overflowing. It's full because you've filled it yourself. Self-love. It's overflowing. You're great and you're full and you're grateful. And you can slosh it all over the place then and then share it. Instead of trying to share it when you're not full. When it's not sloshing all over the place, when you've got no overflow. The tried and true path's got to come first. No wonder we've got hell there saying the rebirth. The Oracle's gift. It's the Psychic Cafe card. It's the coffee cup. The Oracle's gift. Not getting anything else from that. I can't get past that being about Psychic Cafe. Because it's a coffee cup and it says the Oracle's gift on it. It's like, oh, it's me. It's what I'm doing right now. Cleaning work. That's what you're doing. And taking us back to the first card, we've got this one, Wish Upon a Star. Biggest wishes. Our biggest wishes, make a wish. Look. Make a wish and wish upon a star. Getting soil to plant your veggies. Oh, I need to water those plants right there. That one's getting big. It looks like a tree at the moment. See, that one, that palm frond that's hanging down there, it's got a spider on it that's got an impressive web that it's made. It almost looks like a funnel. I had to have a good look at it, at the spider. It looks like it might be a dangerous one. Wow. You know how the funnel web spiders, they make a really thick web? It's very thick, matted, you know what I mean? It's solid. It's almost like a wall. It's got a web like that on that branch. Cleaning at the uni. get more cards out. Let's get some of these tea leaves out. I am a mum to Wanda. I'm a grandmum too. Yeah, but I'm going through menopause to Wanda. I'm 50. I would. I mean, I've got plenty of energy. I would have another baby. It would be nice to have a good experience and have them with the right person. But I'm single. I'm 50 and I'm going through menopause. Oh, look at this. Fire. Strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Passion. I had my first baby when I was 21. I had my last baby when I was, 29. They are all adults. That's fine. Fire. Aries season. We're in Aries season. Fire. Passion. Oh. And it's my birthday soon. A fair man. Dealings or relationship with a fair man. Blonde, grey or white hair. I need to find out more about this fair man. Why? Why have we got a fair man here? It might be about fairness, like Libra kind of thing. It might be balance, fairness. Someone that can reciprocate. It could be that, rather than the colour of the hair. But it could be about the colour of the hair too. Weeping willow, family sorrow. Oh, I was asking about the fair man, family sorrow. What's this? Involvement with the law. This is someone who has family sorrow going on at the moment. Involvement with the law. This could be somebody going through divorce. Why are you telling us about this? Someone that's reciprocal going through a fair woman. Holy shit, 29. I had a friend that went through menopause very early, like before she was 30, naturally. And luckily she'd had her kids early. Fair woman. Look at this. Not the neighbours. Don't look at the neighbours. Look at this. Dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, grey or white hair. This is a match. This fair man and this fair woman. It's balance. It's reciprocation. That's the fairness. It's not the colour of the hair. It's... Oh, no. Is this the ex that's like, we've been waiting for because they need to get a divorce? You know, the one that's been coming up in the crystal and the flower reading. You were 31 with your last, now be 31. Has he got kids? My eldest son started having kids early, not as early as me though, when I had him. Broken ring, yeah. This story, it could be Mr. Last Year. There's also another one as well in the past that needed to get a divorce. Why do people do that? They just like stay in marriages, even though they're broken up. They just stay in the marriage. They don't actually get a divorce and finish it properly. Why do people do that? It's kind of important. I think it's kind of important. I had a guy told me that it's important for you, if you're a woman, to change your name back to your maiden name as well. I was Hayes, and now I'm Hay. I keep in the Hay because it's way easier. I used to have to spell Hayes all the time because it was an unusual spelling on it. And I'm like, Hayes, Hay, whatever. It's like, it's almost the same. Really, I don't care. I would much rather pick a new name than change it back. Yeah, I was quite willing to take my ex-husband's name because of that. The Hay. It's just easier. What have we got here? Elephant. So back to this, strong emotion. Passionate love or hate. Aries energy. Elephant, a long journey. Oh my God, tell me about it. Either physical or mental. Both. Leave you wiser at the end. So we've had to go through all of this crap to be wiser at the end about relationships. That's what it's saying, isn't it? Yeah, we do. We choose this. You went back to your maiden name. That doesn't surprise me. If I was you, I would have as well. Mine is just... Well, first of all, it's when I moved to Australia, I didn't want to have a different name than my kids because that would just be weird. So I kept it, and I'd applied for my residency, my visa for Australia, and with my passport as that, I couldn't change it while that was going through, which took quite some time. Yeah, it's just not worth it. I'm alright being a hay instead of a haze. Success. This is about relationship success. You keep your surname of your ex. Yeah, it's kid's last name. I know, and when you're a single parent, then it's weird, isn't it? Especially like in another country, have a different name than your kids. It's very weird. The whole name thing, and when we're giving up the names, changing it. But it didn't feel weird to me because it was so similar. It just made it easier. Yeah, I was lucky. Blueberries, yay! Oh, blueberries. Maybe I should grow some. Yeah, it would be weird to have a different name than your kids. Gong, an exciting event. Something might be happening. Something might be moving now. Like I said in the energy update, for all of the readings that I've done where it says reconciliation and all of that, today's was the first where I actually thought this could be true. I remember saying that once before, but it actually feels like it could be true. Butterfly, transformation, change for the better. Woo! I feel like there is actually change going on. Or is it a carrot? I don't know, it feels like it might actually be true and not be a carrot this time. Your married name reminded you of your tarot. Yeah, I totally would have changed it if I were you too. You don't start from seed. Which card, Seedles? Gong, the elephant, the fair woman. Kind of looks like me. Do I look like that? A little bit. It might be true, who knows? Who knows what's true? Tell me all kinds of things, these guides. Kinds of crap. No, it's not crap. It helps us get aligned. I know. Still, sometimes the truth would be nice. Not just carrots. I'll have to find out what that plant is that's getting big up there. I don't know, maybe it's it might be a capsicum. I don't know why I'm picking these cards out, but I am. The Mystic. What's that about? I don't know. Readings. It's the butterfly again, transformation. Mystic transforms to what? Being inspirational, apparently. Or maybe this is all about me. You're in a Moving on process right now, Timothy. Hi. The mask. Removing those masks. Coming out of the darkness too. Removing all masks. What's the neighbours doing? She's got a dress hung up there by my plants. The mask. Something being revealed. There could be a big reveal. Something being unmasked, unveiled. Just because this gong has come out as well. It makes me a little bit nervous. What was that? Got new staff here at the moment because it's actual tourists here. Some people have been given jobs. The comic tourists and the COVID. The comic. I hate this card, but it's the mask again. So you said the mask, oh, revealing something, and then this card comes out. No, Claire, look at it. Look at it. It's freaky. What the hell? Cat mask. And this is not good. This is someone putting a smile on their face when they're dying inside. This is, what's his name? The funny guy that killed himself. Oh God, I'm terrible at names. What's his name? You know who I mean, right? Mrs. Doubtfire, that actor. Every time this card reminds me of him, not the picture. The energy behind it, the one that puts a smile on their face. They're dying inside, but they've got a smile on their face. How are you? I'm good, but they're not. They're really not good. Tyranny and terror. You took a mask off. This. They're not alright. This is someone going through a breakup or a divorce or something like that. Or it could be a death in the family and some involvement with inheritance. There's something involving the law, so contracts and stuff like that. Sadness, they're not okay. And they might come and say, hey, how are you? Oh, good. They're not okay. The mask, the mystic. A change for the better, yes. But Robin Williams, there you go. Thank you. This is Robin Williams. It's that energy. It's that the one that laughs and makes a joke and they're not okay. They're not okay behind it. Like we all do that, don't we? We're programmed to. Like I said, 21 days to form a habit. How many times? Way more than 21, maybe 21,000 times. How many times have we said, how are you? Good. Good. I mostly am now. But when I've said that for many years when I wasn't. Many years when I wasn't. But I always kind of was looking at the bright side of things, and I still do. I probably look back at this time and think, oh, I wasn't that okay then either. I'm much better now. It just improves all the time. Anyway, there we go. We've got a wish upon a star, great and full. Solid foundations of self-love. And someone's going to come in and love us like we've never been loved before. And it's going to be inspirational. We're going to be inspirational. and have our wishes come true. A rebirth. What did hell say? I want to finish with hell. This hell card. She keeps on catching my eye in the camera, in the picture. It's like the mask card, isn't it? Ah, okay, that's why. Right. The mask. It's time to relinquish and release what isn't working for you. It's always difficult to acknowledge an ending. But the goddess of death, Hel, is here to remind you that it's the only way to find yourself at a new beginning. Yeah, many comedians are the most depressed people. It's the same. Like, I remember being at school too, the class clown, you know? They're the ones that you've got to worry about. The ones that are always making a joke about stuff. They're the kids that you've got to worry about, right? So it's difficult to acknowledge an ending. So it feels like this is, I don't know, this might be you, but it might be somebody else too. Fair man and the fair woman. A reciprocal relationship person that you know may be going through some kind of a divorce or something. Sadness there, broken ring. It's no matter, it still takes some getting over, even if we want to get out of a relationship, doesn't it? It doesn't matter how much we want to get out of a relationship, it takes some getting over, that acknowledging an ending. From Hell, Michigan, or Hell, the opposite to heaven, the fiery depths of, I don't know, this is hell. This planet is hell if we're in negativity. You did that a lot when caring for your husband, yeah. Shouldering all those burdens. I'm alright. Can I put something else on your shoulders? Okay. Oh, we've got big endings going on. See this pause in our journey here? We've got big endings coming on. But look at this wish card. This wish card. This. The wish card. Wish is coming true. The 9 of Cups there. What does it say? Contentment and satisfaction is coming. We're going to be so inspirational. So wise. That's the message. We're going to be so wise from this crap that we've been through. You were the class clown, Timothy. Aha. You're the freaky cat. Change your name to Freaky Cat. How disturbing is that? Oof. Anyway, that's today. I think they're getting us ready for something. Michigan's favourite for destination weddings. See, I know it's Michigan now. I used to not understand Americans at all with your abbreviations of place names. But like, what the hell are you talking about? But now I'm getting it. I'm learning your weird language. Okay, thank you everyone for coming along. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Thank you everyone for coming along. I thought I was finishing this early and I'm not. Let's do it all over again tomorrow. Sawari Mai. Happy New Year. It's Songkran, yay. I'm going to throw a bucket of water over myself. Let go of last year. Not in public, unless I'm wearing my mask. Okay, have a good day everybody. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for your donations and stuff. Check out the pick a card read that I'm going to do. What was it I'm going to do? I'm going to do what's next in your love life. Oh, interesting. Yes, this should be interesting after all of this stuff, right? Have a great day or night, everybody.